Good morning. Today is December 2nd, 2015, and this is my crude analysis, or I should say my analysis of crude. So to start off, we're going to take a look at my levels. So if we look at the 1 minute chart, kind of see I have spaced off, and this is based off of yesterday's price action. The way I look at it is basically there's the line in the sand, the center point, and this is at 4170 area. And then I have roughly 40 tick zones up and down. So when we open up the session, the overnight low, we open up below the center point. So right now, I expect to see a continued bearish or bearish drop. And so these areas will act as areas of support and resistance once they break through. And I expect these to kind of make it through each of those zones. So now that we've broken through this minor or initial drop, we should come down and test this 4081 level. So if we take a look at, and this is on the 1 minute time frame, and as you see, we're breaking through right now. This level actually didn't act as a support, so it drove right through that, which is good to see. Kind of at least confirms my initial bias of looking for short trades today on retracements. If we take a look over at the 5 minute chart, what I have here is I was drawing the trend lines from yesterday. And so here's yesterday's price action. And within this zone here, we finally broke out of it and came back and retested. We broke out of these highs, came back within and test. And then, as you can see, we kind of overnight there was a slight drop, and then we kept pinging off the top of this trend line as we expect, and now a drop. So we're seeing this big drop. I would expect to see some resistance in this 41.10, probably the 41 whole number as well, as some resistance to probably hopefully retrace so I can look for an entry. And that's the 5 minute. So if we look now at, let's look at the hourly. On the hourly, what I have marked off here are these horizontal lines are basically areas where we saw a lot of support or resistance. So this top one was basically from these double bottoms here. So we had one on 1124, made a new high, came down, had support, didn't make a new high, but obviously that was a challenge of the previous day's low that held a lot of support for a move back. Same thing if we move down to the next day, the 1129. This is where we saw a test of the bottom, a big push back up, obviously not nearly as high to retrace that move, or retest, and then a bounce back. So here we are now, as I guess exactly as we're saying is, this is yesterday's low, a push back up. Here's the retest of it. So again, I expect in this area here, probably at least a retracement, maybe a 50% retracement, or at least back to this zone, the 4150 area, which is kind of what I'm thinking about, is 4150 to 4170 to try to get short again. And then finally, I guess on the longer term time frame, if we look at the hourly, I mean, not much here. It's obviously there's a gap here that it's from July that we're not in a trend to fill. This area here, it was, this is longer term, but the key idea is we're looking left, looking in previous to figure out where there are major areas of support. This area in that mid 45s is obviously far away from where we're at now, but you never know. A 2 or 3 day rally could get us there. We're coming on the major double bottom, in the 40 level, which we've hit before, and we're pushing down towards that. So as we get close to that, if volume accumulates there, we could see a big push down. We could see a healthy retracement back up here. Obviously, whole numbers are significant, but round numbers on 10s are very significant, like 40s and 50s, and so on. So that's what we'll keep an eye out for. I'm looking for pullback retracements today, so that I can try to position myself short, and we'll go from there.